Hey everybody, hello. Hi, it's Lola White. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the broadcast. Thank you. Welcome my replay viewers. Today we are talking about connecting, right? We're talking about connecting and conquering that fear that keeps us from moving forward, that fear that keeps us stuck, that fear that keeps us from attaining our desires, whether it be relationships or family or business, right? Hi everybody. Hey, Lola here. Hi, how are you? So part of this scope is really talking about how we can connect, how we can recognize those fears, because that fear is naturally there, right? Hi, welcome Sweetness Blog. Welcome. My name is Lola White. I am a nutritional therapist and a Body Lux lifestyle coach. What I focus on is more about mindset. It's more about the body. The aesthetics are important, but also inward. Hi, how are you? And one thing that I do before I start with a client is, or a lot of times when I'm just feeling in that place of fear, is how do you get regrounded? Hello, where are you from? 7 Networking. Hi, how are you? Oh, hey, it's Karen. So I'm actually playing some music in the background. I don't know if you can hear. I'm going to go on ahead and switch it because it's just so powerful. It really is. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. You want to win? Let me see. You want to win? Tap those hearts. Tap those hearts. Something that Rocky says in that movie, right? He says it's not about how hard you get hit, it's how hard you get hit and you get back up. And from every experience that we've been through, from every person that we've been able to connect, we're able to gain something, we're able to glean something. And when I listen to these motivations and, Rocky and, going back to some of the boxers, right? One of the boxers I think of is Muhammad Ali, right? Look at where he's at now, but he left a legend. He left a legacy for quotes and inspiration behind that. And I want you to find out, when you come to that place of fear, who inspires you, right? Who really drives you? Babies fall down when they're learning to walk and they get right back up. Absolutely. I love that, because babies sometimes don't know, right? They don't know that they can't get back up. There was a illustration that was given to me about mosquitoes, right? In a jar. Or let's just say a frog, right? You have frogs in the jar and they jump and they're jumping out of the jar until you put a lid on. And when you put that lid on, what happens is they start to recognize, you know what? I'm going to hit my head. Every time I jump, I'm going to hit my head. And they stop jumping that high. And they jump enough just so they don't hit their head. And what do? They teach their babies the same, not to jump that high. And we don't realize it, but a lot of times we go on ahead and pass on even our own limitations and our own fears to our generation after us, to our children and to our friends, to our family. And we give that level of judgment or perception that it can't be done. So before it's even tried, before it's even able to be experienced, we already have the experience of our own reality that it's not possible. And yes, gonna break through. And one thing that I love, especially with this breakthrough piece, is it's really about that rising above, rising within, and recognizing, where can I glean something from this? How can I add this to my transformation? Whether it's dealing with weight loss, whether it's dealing with resistance and moving forward. A lot of times when we're frustrated and stuck, it's because we're doing the same thing. If we're walking down a street and we know there's a ditch, do we walk down that same street time and time again to fall in that same ditch, or drive our car in that same ditch? And have to change a tire and everything all over again? No, we recognize, okay, there's a ditch there. So why is it that we, as human nature even, go back to the same mistakes or create this self-sabotage behavior? And the reason is it is because we keep asking why. I want you, when you look at your fears and you look at your frustrations and your hesitations and what holds you back really, is not ask why, but ask how. When we ask why, we are signaling to the body and the internal hardware networking that this is why we do what we do. And that's all we know. So it basically goes to rewire to the brain that this is safe. This is what I know. And even though it's hard, even though it's a struggle, I've survived. I've survived doing the same thing over, and this is all I know, and I'm going to continue doing it until we ask how. How can we better? What can we do? Asking the right questions is really important in conquering fear. And the connection piece comes in to connect with others, connect with what your inspiration is. You know, I want to hear from you. What are some of your inspirations? Who are some people around you? Who do you go for inspiration? Is it bringing in the creative piece? Is it bringing in something from the outside as a mentor? The question isn't, can we do something? Or do we know how to do it even? Will we do it? And this is where I find the importance of support, of guidance, of accountability, and somebody else really outside of ourselves, right? Because we can literally be our worst critic, or we can be our biggest fan, right? And it's so powerful when we get to that place of being our biggest fan, because we are unstoppable, hands down. And like Rocky and, you know, Sylvester Stallone, right? Muhammad Ali, some of the greats, they had to have that mindset to be successful. And that's why even with diet and weight loss, it is dealing with the mindset and even the emotions, right? So connecting with yourself and connecting with others. And Karen Joseph was actually on a scope, and, you know, it was so powerful what she was talking about. Authentically connecting with people without the perception that there should be a takeaway. There should be something else expected, right? When we connect with somebody, we really want to come from a place of being genuine. This connections that we make, they have no expectation. If we're doing something kind for our husband, for instance, and we say, you know what, I made a beautiful meal, I'm going to wash the dishes. And we're expecting a hug or a kiss or a thank you. We're expecting something in return. I want you to do it because it's coming from the place of your heart. Regardless of what somebody else is going to say or do, we do what we do without regret of ever giving of ourselves. Because it's in giving that we're really able to expand into a deeper space and confidence within ourselves, knowing exactly who you are. And when we know exactly who we are, this is where we're able to really conquer the fear. The fear may always be there. The frustration may always be there. But it's when we don't allow the fear to conquer our desires and our dreams, we start to be able to live a life of vision, reality, and desire that really promotes a level of prosperity and really modulating this level and balance and harmony within the body. This is Lola White. I am so grateful. I had to do a quick scope, but I've just felt so inspired seeing Karen Joseph on and her talking about connecting. So when you connect with somebody, I want you to really connect. Say hello. Reach out. How was your day? And come from a place of just gratitude. Gratitude for being able to talk to somebody else on the outside world. Many don't have that opportunity. So again, this is Lola White with White Iris Transformational Coaching. To learn more who I am, what I do. Oh, awesome. I'm so happy. Yeah, connect with me. Instagram, White Iris TC1. It has been a pleasure and as well a blessing. I'm also on Facebook, and I have a project coming up, Let Lola Lead You. I will let you know more about it, but it's not a challenge. It's a 5-day guide just to jumpstart everybody for whatever resolutions didn't really, come through, and to give that jump set in that awareness and recognition on even our mindset moving forward with our health and with our other relationship, whether it be business or personal. It's all connected, right? And that's the thing about connections. We're all connected. It's all part of the circle of life. So thank you again. Besos y bacho. Ciao. Bye.